All right, y'all. So now we're just we're gonna get everything kind of set up as close as we can. Because again, this is you're just kind of going off of this. Nothing made in stone. But it gives you a really good idea of where you gotta be. I like to take mine as I go. Right now we currently have both heaters on. There is a flash dryer back there and a dryer here, both 600, 800 degrees-ish. To cure a t-shirt screen printed, it needs to hit 320 degrees, not only on the top side of it, but also on the bottom side of it. There we go. And so it runs through that one there about a minute, I think, somewhere in there. And that gives it a chance to hit the 320 degree mark, both top and bottom of the ink. If you don't, when you get it out of your washing machine and your dryer, it's not all going to be there. Yeah, it's a bad deal then. I am very, very, very adamant about screen printing. I do not like DTF stuff. I don't like any heat press stuff. I think it's all crap because it just, here I'm going to show you here just exactly what I mean. And you'll see as I'm screen printing what happens. When you screen print, get these goofy things off. When you screen print, your ink and t-shirt are meshed together. Like, that's a bond. Because you're pushing it, or pulling it, however you do it, into the shirt. You're pushing, that's the ink's going through here, pushing down into that shirt, and it's doing this. Anytime you do anything heat press, anything, DTF, heat press vinyl, I don't give a damn what it is. If it's heat pressed in, it lays on top. So you're gonna have, you have fibers, and so you have highs and lows, right? Same thing with your ink, it's highs and lows. So you're gonna hit, highs are gonna hit highs, right? The highs from the print are gonna hit the highs from the shirt, and that's all that's gonna stick. The rest of it, it just never does incorporate. They say the more pressure, the better, this and that. Again, nobody will ever be able to get me to believe it. I've seen it firsthand, I've done it firsthand, and I hate it firsthand. So the only thing that I do a DTF on is a toddler shirt. Only because toddlers grow out of them in a month or two. It's the parents that are adamant about having to have a toddler shirt for whatever they're doing, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. It's the only way I'm doing it though, because I'm not going to tear everything down to redo screen print for one or two toddler shirts, because that's usually all it is one, maybe two, when I can do the DTF. But again, I only need it to last a month. After that, I really don't give a crap, because the kid's probably grown out of it by then. This, you'll have this, the graphic will last longer than the t-shirt. Just ask anybody that has my stuff. They've had it for years. The graphic will literally last longer than the t-shirt. And that's how it should be. Because, especially derby guys, you know, they wear their crap out of their own shirt. They love them. And, like, I know guys that have shirts that I made 15 years ago. And it's threads, you know. They wear them, but they're like super long because there's nothing left, but there's still ink. But they love the shirt, so they still wear it. And that's life, man. That's what you want. There's no way around it. But like I said, there's so many people out there that sell the DTF thing to adults, and I think that is absolutely freaking wrong. Because 99 times out of 100, I can guarantee you, you didn't know that's what you were buying. You see a design and you're like, you know what? I think this guy can draw me t-shirts or whatever. Okay, cool. So he does. Get you something made up that you like. They come in the mail. You put it on and you're like, man, this thing just feels like plastic. You know why? Because it is. Now, DTF is direct to film. So it is printed on a printer. On basically almost any kind of printer like what you have it on. It's printed upside down, so it's on a clear transparency normally, but it's printed with the colors first and then the white base is on the bottom. Then it goes through this little heat and powder thing, and that powder is the glue. That powder is all that gets it to stick to the shirt. So it's like, okay, whatever. But again, it's one big glob. It's just a glob. Go get you a piece of paper, put it on your shirt, tape it to it, and just feel it. That's exactly what DTF feels like. It feels like crap. Is what it feels like. And I don't know. Nobody will ever change my mind about it. You just can't do it because quality is where I'm at. If I wasn't about quality, then I wouldn't be in business. But again, like I said, we're just getting everything set up right now. Getting ready to start printing. Heaters are about warm. And again, we're not trying to be perfect here. We're just trying to get in the ballpark of where we want to be. Save us a little bit of time. Damn glasses. I hate being old. I hate not being able to see. But we got the embroidery machine going over there on some hats. I'll take you over there for a second here. I think I might have had a thread break. Give you a chance to come look at that for a second. But I'm going to try to do this. I'm going to see if this, people say they make money on this. And I'm like, okay. I like money. Who doesn't like money, right? I think I did that one with my big boy eyes. It's probably messed up. It's probably messed up. Yeah, I don't know. No, we're gonna do some videos on some t-shirts. We're gonna do some videos on some fishing. We're gonna do some videos on some derby cars. Just try to be just anything general, really.
I know.
Something that'll catch your eye. Something that'll keep you watching. I don't know how all this works. I'm pretty new to this. I've done the TikTok thing, and that's fun. I enjoy that. Mainly because I kind of like, acting a fool. So that's always a good time. But this will be a new one because this is kind of, I don't know, we'll see. You'll see, or we'll see. Somebody's gonna see. I don't know. This one's got a little tiny pinhole in that string, so we'll put a little tape on the bottom of it so that the ink doesn't go through and get on the t-shirt. And that happens time to time. I'll miss one. Luckily, as long as the ink's not cured, I can still get it off of it. Dark garments is a lot better than light garments. Light garments, it's well, just imagine pizza sauce on a white shirt. That's exactly what it does. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. try to zero my micros out beforehand so it gives me plenty of adjustment when I do go to finally getting everything registered and set up and making fun and, you know, moving along. There we go. All of them are set. Finish taping this up. Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is adhesion. What I mean is, how does your shirt stay down to get printed on? And there's pallet tape, there's sticky tape, there's adhesive. You can use whatever the hell you want. I'm not going to judge you if you like spray adhesive. I love spray adhesive because you need it on hoodies especially. So 4 of these right now, they still have this right here is pallet tape that's sticky though. It doesn't feel too sticky right now, but I can clean these 4. I'm gonna start these getting hot. Because once they get hot, I can spray water on them, and I can use a sponge to get the sticky off of it, and that way it's almost like new again. Then the 2 that I don't have on there, I'll put new on. And I could change them all. I'm not opposed to changing them because the cost is really pretty minuscule, and honestly, it might just, I don't know, I might be better off if I just start over. I got 100 and something. I'm just gonna start over. We're just gonna do this anyway. It's an 8-color design, so it takes up everything. But again, it's just a big piece of tape. That's all it is. Yeah, tape. Take this.
You want to hang out with me? This is the kind of stuff you got to do, right?
Now,
Hang out on the
one thing that I've noticed
Thursday.
is when people use this,
I would take them and
they
I don't know. I hate this.
they tape the top side and the bottom side. When I tell you the top side and the bottom side, this is the top, that's the bottom. Because what happens is if that adhesion is clear out here on this edge and you put your shirt up on it, it's just going to keep doing that, okay? And that's exactly what's going to happen if you do it. Now, I don't do that. I think that's just simply a wasted step. What I do is I come in here and I can take off about ½ an inch or so. And by doing that, it doesn't give me that lip. Works out perfect every time. Now, I promise you now, after that, somebody's going to do that now. A lot of people go like, oh, I knew that? Oh, man, I didn't even know. Because everybody thinks they have to be like all of the Facebookers or something. I don't even know. I don't know. It is what it is. It does take a little bit to get set up. And that, on my fees, so as long as you buy like 16 shirts or hoodies, whatever the case is, I don't charge a setup fee. Because it's worth my time at that point to do it. But if it's under that, I do have a $150 setup fee. I mean, well, you've kind of went through it with me. This is what you have to do. It's not a wham, bam, thank you, ma'am kind of thing. And if you're not charging anything for doing nothing, or for doing a lot, then you're making nothing. And again, business doesn't work that way. But a lot of times it's the guys that they'll order 50 shirts, but then they're like, oh man, I missed like 4. Can I order 4? I'm like, absolutely you can. They're just really high priced and there's a setup fee. And they're like, what? There wasn't a setup fee before. I'm like, yeah, because you ordered 50. Look at the damn paper, y'all. I sent it to everybody. That's how it goes down. It's fine, whatever. What am I? I'm just a t-shirt guy. Yeah.
Oh, nothing that interesting. That's so bad right here. Because his mom at one time messaged him or called him or
Have y'all noticed my skateboards on the wall?
somebody told him that she thought that he would love SpongeBob.
I used to be a skater back in my day. My knees do not like it anymore. But I still love it, so I just collect them.
Oh, I care about you, but I wouldn't be going for that.
I'm a huge Tony Hawk fan. Always have been. Met him when I was in 6th grade. He was 18, 19, somewhere in there. He was still pretty young. Super nice guy even back then. Love to meet him today again. But he, I don't know. He's one of those, what, a mountaineer? Not a mountaineer. More, I don't even know the word I want to call it. He's one of those guys that has really just helped build, like, culture alone, you know? He's definitely always been a very big person in my life. Just same as like Jesse James, you know, from West Coast Choppers. Ever since I started like seeing his stuff when I was little, like it just, I don't know. They're human, you know. They're not trying to impress anybody. Not trying to be anybody. They're doing what they want. They're doing it how they want to do it. And it's worked. I mean, I don't know. I think that's, I don't know. I think you have to be who you are, you know? You can't be a person because of somebody else. You can't, you know, just be you. And if people don't like you, I got 2 words for you. I'm not going to say them, though, because I've already said it enough on here. We're about done, y'all. We got one more. I think, yeah, we got one more. And again, I could have cleaned these. And more than likely, after I get done with all the fronts, I'm likely to clean all these off to start the backs just to really help with that out. Today we have an order that's like 100 t-shirts and like 10 hoodies. Yesterday we had one that was like 100 hoodies and 10 t-shirts. Hoodies take a little bit longer because you gotta let them cool a little bit. There's just, you know, there's certain things you gotta do in this world with this stuff, and again, that's how I do it. Maybe there is better ways. I have no idea. Nobody's ever tried to teach me or help me or anything. I'm a guy that everybody has taken from me. Nobody gives back. Nobody gives a shit. Anyway, we're gonna start. I'm gonna move this back a little bit. We're gonna start warming these up. All the pellets gotta be warm when you start, so that ink flows. Because the ink is a little chilly right now. It's mid 70 degrees, 75 degrees in here, but once that ink starts going around above that flash jar, the ink starts getting warm, and it just starts helping flow. Well, when the top and the bottom's warm, everything works better. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm about to lose this hat. Yeah, hat's gone. It's fine. Don't worry. You might just see the bald spot. It's right here. It's right there. That's the bald spot. Yeah. Anyway. You know, I work for myself. I built a shop behind the house. And since then, all I wear is shorts and tank tops. I don't care if it's 20 degrees outside. I'll walk my fucking fat ass out here in my shorts and my tank tops. I started out wearing just hey-dos also. Knees didn't like that on the concrete all day. No siree, Bobby. I guess we can go ahead and put some ink in here. For that, get some gloves. It's that time again. Oh yeah.
We had 1 week.
Oh yeah, you know you like it.
Power steering.
Oh yeah. Anyway, back to the eat.
Much pressure.
Where's my first one? Here it is. You got to come over here, I think. Yeah, be right there. Sorry, I'm new to this, so if it's crappy, then well, just tell me. See how how hard this? It's not hard. It's creamy, but after it warms up a little bit, it'll be nice and soft and gooey. We got white.
Oh.
This one is red.
Up for sweet sand.
I know.
Wet hole.
We're gonna get all that stuff out of there.
I'll probably see this here
I
tomorrow.
haven't seen
That one's red.
outside light yet.
See this
Really
right
great.
here tomorrow. Drop
And I think people will be disappointed if we don't take it
This one is blue.
later in the day, maybe.
Got other lines that might be
This blue I actually mixed myself. I can't seem to buy it. Nobody makes anything that I like. I've tried 30 of them, and this is I like what I make,
There you are.
and everybody else likes it, so that's what I use.
we have a YouTube page.
I mix a lot of my own inks actually,
It doesn't have to be forever.
just because hey, it's cheaper.
We said
I mean, instead of having to buy a gallon from somebody or whatever. And
uncomfortable.
normally I'll just because everything's got white in it.
It sounds like you're turned over on
So
the
if I
back
want to make a new
and
color,
you roll over and that's him.
I'll just wait till my white gets down to about eighth of a bucket. Then I'll start adding my colors in to figure out what I want to make.
We fought our way down here.
But
We had fuel.
it's just-
shut off
It seems to work really well for me.
And then
Um,
we're driving Big Banjo around, no problems. I've had a little problem with power steering. I made my own braided lines.
Let these on there.
I'm blowing them.
They'll start to get warm.
But hey,
One thing you don't want to do is leave them under there
so
and
yeah,
walk away for a while. Because you'll come in, you'll be like,
we've met all kinds of people this
There's
morning.
What's
such a
that
nice
smell?
background, you guys listen.
that's because this
Oh my
starts
gosh,
bubbling and
people
burning,
are
and
so
it's
nice,
not
everybody's
pretty,
so
and it
nice.
smells
Our
like
shit
dog.
is so nice.
It's
It's
bad,
just absolutely
bad,
beautiful. Look at our spot.
bad. I'm just gonna say bad. Anyway.
We got.
Check out.
Oh my
Look at all my
God,
boards.
not true.
Look at that.
None of that's true.
The shower
Yeah,
house.
look at that. I'm short one for my for all of my Hawk series. It's coming though. I found one. But yeah,
Definitely gonna tag them.
big fan of skateboarding. Always have been, always will be. Is what it is.
Get some power steering fluid
Yep.
and some refreshments. Load our
Yep.
cooler down.
Is that one gonna work?
We're gonna go show
Can you
we-
see me here?
We probably got
Oh,
fast
no, I gotta
car.
move you.
I'm
Hold on, let me
just
move my
saying
fan.
that it's hitting every
Fan's in the
box,
way.
checking every box. Not one person.
Come over here. How about over here? How about this? Is this better?
That's hard to find this
this
day
work?
and age. It might,
That might work. I don't know. Maybe a little bit farther out.
How
about right here? How about that?
So
How
we're
about
gonna go get started on our
This work?
full day here.
I think this will work. Gonna keep letting them get warm. Ain't no point in starting until they're warm. So that one's good. That one's good. Couple more to go. We'll be ready to fire it up and go. And I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna show you a couple. Basically, we might do a whole roundy round and kind of show you what they're from start to finish, what happens and how it looks, and all of that.
We are not married though.
Again, this is my first video, so
I just pictured myself.
we'll figure this out. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't know.
Keep out.
I hope we can do it on the water here pretty soon, in the fishing boat. That'd be fun. Or even we got a car out there. We got Jen's car from this year. We got to tear apart. That might be a good video. A lot of cussing and her throwing crap at me, and yeah, it's fun.
Today's Thursday. We're filming
It's fun.
this for you, and we'll have
Yeah.
it out for you tomorrow.
But is what it is.
Oh
yeah. Ooh, are you ready? We're about there.
Kind of the same stuff, which is
Yeah.
just us decorating it as we go.
Oh
It
man!
looks the same to you, but we're just trying to add a lot of detail. And,
Hopefully you guys like this. Hopefully this is interesting. I don't know.
I've been
Is it
enjoying
fun?
the heat wave, 'cause
Do you like just sitting there watching the video?
But that's,
I
guess that's really
mine's
what
background
it is.
music all day long, and I don't know why. It's like just people talking.
And we were working on
And if it interests me, then I actually look up and watch it a lot. Like I said, I do watch a lot of Peace and Grease. I watch a lot of Corey Wheat Custom, a lot of Rat Rod stuff because I think that's cool. I was gonna try starting a YouTube channel last year and building one, and I have one. It's out in my yard. using for yard art right now. I just don't have the time. That's my issue. Is I don't have the time, so I was like, I didn't want it taking up room in the garage, and so it's just sitting in the yard. But I got out basically everything for it. So, I mean, if anybody's looking to build one, let me know. I mean, I'll probably make a pretty good deal on that crap. But I got an LS for it. I got a rear end for it. I got front end for it. I got the old Model A wheels for the front. The body's got the frame. It's an old 1920s Dodge 4-door. It's pretty cool. She just put it out in the yard for yard art right now. So she said she put flowers or something in there, and I'm like, yeah, well, whatever. Right now, it just seems like weeds grow around it, so whatever. It is what it is.
So what I have here is I probably got Jags or Summit, China. Everybody calls it China intake. I kind of
anyway.
My plan
this is where we're gonna go now.
Stock truck 5.3s in here with a truck belt, truck hoses, and some stuff got away.
Make sure she's straight.
Swap aluminum radiator and the hoses.
Make sure it's straight. And make sure it's even. So to make sure your shirt is straight, there's a thread line that goes this way. You just gotta get that. As long as that thread line is straight, your image will be straight. As long as your fingers hit the thread the same point on each side, then it's in the middle. So that's the easiest way to judge it.
Because these things have chintzy intake gaskets. Adam,
so this is a little thick right now.
You're gonna have problems.
Because it's not warm yet. That's fine.
So
we're gonna put that under the flash. We're gonna put the white above the flash. It's gonna take a little bit because it's still there's a lot there to get. What it has to do is we're flashing the top of that white ink. And the whole reason is as long as the top of it is smooth and firm, we can put other colors on top of it.
This is a stock intake gasket.
I do a lot of wet on wet printing. It's called simulated process. What it is a lot of colors. A lot of times they touch, so then they blend. They make new colors. I can use yellow and red, white, black, yellow, red, and I can make like an old red farm truck look rusty on a shirt. Just in those 4 colors. I don't need brown because the yellow and the red blended together gives me a brown, and then you put a little black on top, makes it dark, or if you don't, it makes it light. So you can really get a lot of colors just in how you print alone. But again, this is how I do it. Is it right? I don't know. Is it wrong? I don't know. I don't feel like it's wrong because it works. So we got close by getting it up there, right? The first time. Now I noticed it. I see it. We're just off a little bit. But as you can see, I simply made one turn. And I think we got it right on the red.
That hasn't happened yet. I really wanted to build.
I see a little bit of white.
The basics of LS and stuff, and what I didn't
it
really.
It looks like I just need to come in.
These intakes.
A little turn.
Stock intake will probably make
that looks good.
Anyway.
We're gonna flash that.
There's some other things I need to
We're flashing the first one just because that way our transfer on here is good once we have transfer. Because we will start going just white. We'll come back. We'll do red and blue. Go back to flash, and it'll go all the way around and cool. By the time it gets back, then we'll do black on the top.
And
a lot of people don't even use black ink on a black shirt. Well, it is your detail. It gives me my detail, I guess, put it that way. And then it also gives me the ability to do multiple colored shirts. So if it's just like this order's got black and red. Well, I couldn't do the red if I didn't have black ink. Well,
there it is.
If I didn't have black ink, then what's the point of whatever? All right, red looks good.
It was so discouraging the way things have gone with this that we kind of just pushed it aside.
Blue looks like.
And now we're trying to move back.
Just needs to.
We're tired of not driving it, and we're tired of just moving it around different places. It should be ready to go.
Yeah, it's got posi, it's got a spool in it, 14 bolt, 1-ton axle in the back, disc brakes in the back. That was definitely a miss right there. It's got 4L80E, that's fairly
that looks
stock, but we're gonna, once we get the bugs ironed out, we'll either put
and the thing about the blue is,
stick in it, or
is the blue, I really do not want more than one pass on it.
That was definitely a major problem. That wasn't my problem. Why?
This one I'm gonna, just on the first one.
Didn't want to start.
I think it's still gonna be fine.
Unless that.
And I found some pinholes.
Just been dumping fuel.
You'll get that time to time. It is what it is. There's one right here.
Alright. Might have been why we never tune it. Get it running right. And also got to move
There's
this
some
on
red
back
ones.
here. I got to get a better clamp
Where's
that
that?
squeezes together more.
Undo that.
Can't have a leak that bad.
Looks
The
like
thing about
right
LS is you can take the intake off without
there.
draining the coolant.
Might be the only ones that I'm
I think
seeing.
it's pretty sweet.
All right, well we'll flash that one. I think we're pretty good as far as red and blue goes.
I want to mind the truck and it's something we can go.
And then I'm gonna show you some black. This is our first one, and I used to do test shirts all the time, but it's kind of gotten to where I hit it pretty much good the first shot now.
We got
So I don't have to do test shirts.
Carpeting.
carpeting.
I mean, it's a nice truck, honestly. It's just
Make
sad
sure
that it
everything's-
just sits here because we can't
everything's
get it to
filtered.
run right,
Alright.
so.
I did
And
do
that's
the-
Black is really the moneymaker, man. That's where the magic happens.
Rockers and
Um,
corners in it. Some of the washers in there that can't
We
hardly
just
get
gotta
out.
come up a little bit, it looks like. In,
I just want a reliable, quick pickup truck.
maybe too far.
And it's got all new suspension. It's got all new
That looks
brakes, all new brake lines, all new airbags. Every bushing in the whole truck is new. This is
Give it one
this
more.
is crazy weather we've had all.
Normally black only gets one.
2 months. Nothing significant.
But because that blue had
Actually
2 on it,
off the ground, there's
Here's
trees.
it needed another one.
You know, I got some whack.
But now that we're moving, once we move on, we,
you know.
It'll be fine from here
So
on out.
maybe this is their other plan. They make
Let that
it
one
so
come
wet
out.
in the
I'm gonna
spring,
show you.
Nothing really wants to grow, and then they quit.
Then I'm gonna get to work on these.
Now, and it's
Get all
nothing
my
on-
fronts
I
done.
mean, imagine what the crops are doing
I
right now.
can't.
And then I will,
I mean, it's so dry.
Cut y'all out of here and I'll come back when I'm on the backs and we'll do the same thing again.
Dry. My skin's dry. There ain't no moisture. It's sucking the moisture out of my body.
Man, she's still a little firm.
I am gonna add, because
And
this is gonna
yeah,
make it
that's what's
success,
gonna happen.
That people
Like I said, it takes about a minute from here to here. It's hitting,
I'm just going back to my original idea.
it's probably hitting about 345, 350 degrees right at the end. Because again, you not only need it to be 320 on the top, you need it to be 320 on the bottom.
We can road trip it
And this,
and fix it in a pinch.
that's what you get. Look at that. Look at that sharpness, that detail. Like, look at that. Like the chrome around the number 2. Like, it's so cool. Anyway, we'll be back, y'all. See ya.